Do sangomas know that they are using these spirits? Do African spiritualists know that traditional healers and sangomas are using these spirits in order for them to be able to assist people?
Traditional healers, amadlozi, but avuga or spirit they manifest. Those things, they taught us how to do those things. They taught us how to invoke. Even when we invoke, it doesn't mean that the ancestral spirit indeed they have manifested.
You know what God doesn't want? Mm-hmm. He doesn't want us to submit to authorities that seek to replace him. Mm-hmm. For example, to get a herb, I don't have to consult the dead. Okay. If uyabhula sis, mela khulume nabakubo kuqala. But that's consultation, that's speaking to the dead. God doesn't want that.
Whenever there's a baby that is being stolen in a hospital, 50% of the time, the baby is going to be used as a human sacrifice, but also as traditional medicine as well.
So that is one of the secrets that they told us. And they told us that this thing you must not tell anyone, because of even the people who will be playing the drums. They don't know this secret. They don't know that the people that they are playing the drums for, they are just only pretending.
Well, hello friends, welcome to Community Podcast. My name is William. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and let's grow together. The purpose of Community Podcast is to be able to show you what impacts Christianity from the outside and within, and also be able to help people to understand Christianity better. And not only that, but to be able to give the world the information that is proper about Christianity, and also talk about the things that are in the world that are misleading people of the world, so that we can try and win people over to Christianity. So it's another evangelistic tool. So today, so please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and let's grow together. Today, I want to talk to you about the three major spirits that sangomas use. The three major spirits that sangomas use to either heal or tell the future or whatever, right? So I wanted to talk about that so that I can bring to light some of the things that people neglect. So my question is, do sangomas know that they are using these spirits? Do African spiritualists know that traditional healers and sangomas are using these spirits in order for them to be able to assist people, right? We hear a lot of people talking about uktwala, which is, for me, it's witchcraft, but because it's something that has been practiced in Africa for years, so now it's seen as part of African spirituality, and there's a lot more, there's a lot more. And today I want to talk about just three spirits, and after that we'll just stop the video so that you can comment and share this video so that we can be able to see if are these videos helping people to be able to come to the light and be able to see that actually people are getting lost, But either way, sangomas, a lot of you might ask, especially my American friends and people that are not from Africa, they might ask, what are sangomas or traditional healers? So traditional healers in South Africa or in southern parts of Africa work with various spirits, including ancestral spirits, nature spirits, and sometimes foreign spirits, to diagnose and heal illnesses or problems, often through trance states and divination. So when we talk about ancestral spirits, we talk about people that are late, right? People that are late, sangomas will communicate with these spirits to understand the cause of problems and seek guidance and healing, right? And there's a belief that they influence the physical people that are living in the physical realm, right? And also there are nature spirits that they work with. So nature spirits, we're talking about trees, we're talking about water, we're talking about rivers, we're talking about mountains. So sangomas may also work with these spirits to address issues related to the environment, right? foreign spirits, some sangoma traditions like Thokoza tradition also work with spirits that are not directly related to the sangoma family lineage. These spirits can be associated with historical events or conflicts, and their environment can be part of sangoma's training practices. So other spirits, other sangomas may also work with spirits that are not really associated with their lineage, and others are, witches, sorcerers, or even spirits that are causing harm, which is witchcraft, right? Some sangomas, they try to heal people, like I said, just to make that clear. There are rituals and ceremonies, and there's divination. They use bones and so forth to be able to tell the future. Where do they get those bones? The trance states, sangomas enter altered states to facilitate communication with spirits, right? I don't want to take time. That's why I'm speaking so quickly. So I want you to understand that sangomas, they tap into the spirit realm and be able to talk to these spirits, right? And remember that in the spirit realm, there's, little to no control whatsoever. But there is God who created everything, who calls the shots, right? But then at the same time, you need to be able to remember that in the spirit realm, there are demons there, and they want to lead you astray and so forth. So they go into a trance, sangomas, to try and communicate with spirits. Some, they assume that they're talking to their ancestors, so that they can get advice. So the three major spirits that I feel that sangomas that they are really talking to and communicating with. When you need money, you would go to a sangoma or whatsoever to be able to assist you to get that job, to get money and to be okay financially and so forth. One of the spirits that they use actually is Mammon, right? And Mammon. So in Christian demonology, the demon associated with wealth and Greek. Don't get caught up with me saying in Christian demonology. So what we speak about when we speak about demonology, Christian demonology, we say that Christians actually sat down and studied these things, right? That's why they didn't create it. It's there. These are spirits. These are demons. These are fallen angels and so forth. So they are there. So just that Christians sat down and studied. So African spirituality has not gotten to a point whereby they can sit down and study these spirits. They just do whatever, right? So now in Christian demonology, the demons associated with wealth and greed is often referred to as Mammon. So you need to check that out. So Mammon does exist, and Mammon does give wealth and greed. So what we need to be able to understand is that Mammon wants to mislead people. His main aim is to mislead people. So what he would do now, he would make sure that he gives you what you want. He will give you money. That's why they say that one of the most demonic and evil places is California in the United States, because of the wealth, the level of wealth that is there. So you need to be able to understand that Mammon will give you money. Uzotwala, you will carry that snake, but he also wants to mislead you and lead you astray, right? And you will carry those snakes, you will feed those snakes, you will do whatever. Those spirits are Mammon, right? It's Mammon, it's the demon, right? So I want you to be able to understand that he will cause you harm when you don't do what he wants you to do, right? And the only way to come out is to be able to be saved and fight for your salvation in Jesus Christ, or through Jesus Christ. So another one that a lot of people, they go to sangoma seeking healing, right? So another one is the demon called Buer. It's Buer, right? I can't pronounce it properly. So it's Buer, right? So he can heal, your infirmities and bestow good familiars, right? So he can heal you and give you good things. And also he can, here's the one that is misleading the world, along with teaching natural and moral philosophy. So he teaches you moral philosophy. So his aim is to mislead you and lead you astray. That's why philosophy is teaching people to find themselves outside of deity, outside of God, outside of religion, right? That simply is because this demon Buer, Buer, is his main aim is to be able to give you philosophy and tell you that you don't need God, you just need yourself. You know, you don't need this Jesus. You have ancestors. You don't need this Jesus. You have something better. You have money, you know. So he leads people astray. So what you call this? Sangomas use these spirits. I don't know if they know, but they use these spirits to heal people, right? And that's a demon. So the third one is Berith, 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 Baal Berith, right? So he's a Greek Duke of Hell, and is also known for his ability to tell things of the past, present, and future. How many people went to sangomas and said, I want to know what's going to happen? You know, what's going to happen with my daughter? What's going to happen with my life? What's going to happen with my business? How many people went to that? And they would get genuine answers. That's why so many people believe in sangomas and believe in these spirits, and they think that it's ancestors, but their ancestors are late. They're not communicating with them. It's demons that are communicating with them. So one of those demons that are telling the past, the present, and the future with true answers is Baal Berith, right? And here's the thing. These pastors that are prophesying, they're using these spirits as well. It's not only sangomas, they're using these spirits, right, to mislead people, right? So I wanted you to understand that those are the three main spirits that sangomas use. Yes, they can have water spirits that they are using, what you call this, nature spirits and all these ancestral spirits, but also they have all these spirits, the Mammon, the Berith, the Buer, you know. So we need to be able to understand that these things are not from God and are not ordained by God to be able to help you. So now you need to be able to be saved and look for a church and be able to grow in the presence of God. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and comment down below. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. What do you think are the spirits that sangomas are using that people really don't know that they are using those spirits?